This segment of the news has been brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.
Welcome back. Minister of State for Legal Affairs Jomo Campbell kicked off a debate on a compendium of financial bills, which was read for the second time on Wednesday in the lower chambers. It included a bill for an act amended Proceeds of a Crime Act, a bill for an act to amend the Anti-Terrorism Act to empower the Financial Intelligence Unit to impose an administrative penalty on any financial institution who contravenes any provision thereof, a bill for an act to amend the Financial Transactions Reporting Act, and a bill for an act to amend the Register of Beneficial Ownership.
These amendments are required to provide for the continued modernization of our international regulatory obligations, including providing adequate penalty provisions to be a deterrent to violations of the law, and to make certain required amendments to remain compliant with international best practices and treaties to which the Bahamas is a party.
Mr. Campbell noted to fellow parliamentarians that amendments to the bills will assist in tightening of provisions as it relates to international best practices.
We made these amendments to maintain our position as a leading international financial center that strives to remain compliant with international best practices. As such, I think it is appropriate to update the country on our recent achievements in this regard.
Meantime, members of the Free National Movement supported the amendments to the compendium of bills. The European Union, in collaboration with the Inter-American Development Bank, provides grant funding in the amount of $9 million to assist in transforming a plan for renewable energy. Speaking at a signing ceremony this morning at the Ministry of Finance, Economic Affairs Minister Michael Halkitis says this support is indeed timely, especially when one considers the current geopolitical circumstances that are impacting fuel prices and the price of goods and services.
Notwithstanding the IDB investment energy loan, the grant funding operation is expected to complement the investment project, as more than 90% of the finance allocated for this initiative will be channeled towards renewable energy in the Providence and the Family Islands. Equally important, and I note with emphasis, the funds in this assignment are ring-fenced for training in the installation of renewable energy, thus creating opportunities for individuals who are desirous of receiving certification in solar system installation. I'm aware that the relevant government agencies are in a position to quickly commence this assignment and engage the services of local entities who are well prepared to execute activities under the renewable energy project.
IDB Representative Daniela Marquez Carrera adds that the grant money will help to support 2 microgrids in Abaco for electricity generation capacity and storage capacity.
This would allow Abaco to have not only a new source of energy that is renewable, but in a more resilient manner in case of new natural disasters were to occur. These two microgrids will be located, one near the health, one of them is located near the Marsh Harbor Health Center and the government complex in Central Abaco, and will benefit between 13,000 and 17,000 people in that part of the island. The second microgrid will be installed in the Cooperstown Medical Clinic in northern Abaco, and that will be benefiting a population of around 1,000 inhabitants.
Other projects incorporated in the grant include a 407 kilowatt project here in New Providence, along with projects at the University of the Bahamas, C.I. Gibson Senior High School, and the Customs Headquarters, totaling 67 kilowatts.
This is very important because not only they are key locations, but also the University of the Bahamas would serve also as a pilot for training and for providing the energy also for the university. As it was mentioned, the grant will also finance training activities in the solar industry and to foster local participation, and we have doing a lot of emphasis in including here more vulnerable communities and also women that are interested in participating in this industry.
Now, at COP26 in Glasgow, Scotland last year, it was revealed that the country had committed to have 30% of its energy consumption provided by renewable energy sources by the year 2030. Minister Halkitis says this grant, along with an $80 million energy investment initiative funded by the IDB, is in line with helping the country achieve this goal. The latter entails the installation of renewable energy capacity in East End, Grand Bahama, and Abago. Health officials confirming one new positive case of COVID-19. That single case, a male resident of New Providence with a history of travel within 14 days. Active cases now at 67, as 3 people were reported recovered from the virus in the Ministry of Health and Wellness. Latest COVID update from Monday, March 28th. 8 people remain in hospital with the virus, 7 moderately ill, 1 in intensive care. 184 RT-PCR tests were completed on Monday. The death toll remains unchanged at 788, with 35 deaths still under investigation. Condolences from every side pouring in for the passing of educator and sports legend, the late Anita Doherty. The long-serving principal of Bishop Michael Eldon High School in Freeport, Grand Bahama, sadly passed away Sunday night, early Monday morning, leaving behind quite a legacy. Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture Mario Boleg took the time in the lower chambers this morning to give his accolades.
The local sporting community mourns the passing of one of our national heroes, a National Hall of Famer, Mrs. Anita Doherty. She has the consummate professional and a long-serving principal of the Bishop Michael Eldon High School, who crafted her skills inside the classroom and the sporting arenas. Mrs. Doherty passed away late Sunday, early Monday morning. I wish to extend heartfelt condolences to her immediate family, the school, sporting and church families, as well as those who knew her.
Member of Parliament for East Grand Bahama Kwesi Thompson, who knew her as Mrs. D, says that while he may not have known her through her international and national athletic achievements, he came to know her through being a student at Freeport Anglican High School, now renamed to BMES.
Ms. D has made a tremendous contribution in the lives of thousands of students in Freeport and I believe throughout the Bahamas. Her legacy lives on with all of her students. And she had an amazing ability to show love and show toughness all at the same time. She could tell you how much she loved you and then tell you that you're doing a bunch of foolishness all at the same time. She was a no-nonsense. At that time, she was a vice principal, but she rose to become principal. But she was a no-nonsense person.
Leader of the official opposition, Michael Pintard, also released a statement extending his deepest sympathy to all that knew and were touched by this Bahamian icon. He says the sports community loved Mrs. Anita Doherty and benefited from her dedicated service on a national level. Minister of Social Services, Obi Wilchcombe, also giving his condolences, saying that Grand Bahama has lost a true patriot. Minister Wilchcombe expressed that Mrs. Doherty played a major role in his life, encouraging him to dream and pursue his dreams with vigor and determination. We here at JCN News extend our deepest condolences to the Doherty family, and as a graduate of Bishop Michael Eldon High School who personally studied under Mrs. Doherty, may she rest in eternal peace. The Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity and Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority are hosting a virtual HBCU college fair on the 23rd of April for undergraduate students around the country. The aim of this fair, according to fair organizers, is to attract young persons interested in attaining higher education to historically black colleges and universities. Fair organizers also note that this particular fair is unique, as unlike other college fairs that force students to work through recruiters, this allows students to speak directly to presidents of the colleges and universities involved and potentially even walk away with a scholarship on the spot. Kevin Baston, president of the IOTA chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity, outlines why this fair is so important and for whom.
This college fair offers tremendous opportunities. However, one of the things that we have seen in the past is that when it comes to financial literacy and making a better decision, Persons are sometimes reluctant and may want to go to a bigger name school or a Eurocentric school, whereby they have to go out and remortgage the house and do other things and unable to pay. What we're offering here is good quality education and at an affordable price. In terms of who should attend, we say all grade 12 students. We could accommodate some from grade 11, but all grade 12 students, parents, guardians, principals, guidance counselors, coaches, band directors, Ministry of Education officials, and all those that are interested in attending a university abroad. You're all invited to attend. For those in the Family Island, the virtual college fair provides you an opportunity to interact directly with the university president without having to travel to Nassau. And we encourage all of you, please sign up today as spaces are limited.
Romana Wells of the Alpha Kappa Alpha shares details of how interested persons can register for the virtual fair.
And so it's very simple. You're going to www.thinkhbcu242.com. That is www.thinkhbcu242.com. Our website has a link that's going to say register here. You will click on that link and all of the details needed for registration will be on that particular site. As a student, there's a link for you. Parents, there's a link for you. And all members of the guidance counselors team or any visitors, there's space there for you as well. And so once our students get into that registration portal, they'll begin to fill in an application form. The purpose of the application form is to give college presidents that first view, that paper view, that digital view of who the student is that's going to be on that particular platform that day. We're using an app called the Hoover app. And so our students will get an opportunity to be seen by these college presidents and recruiters that are going to be in the space on that day early enough that they can start to say or to vie for who is going to be receiving scholarships.
Again, the Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity and Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority are encouraging all interested undergrads, including those already at the college level, to take full advantage of this opportunity. Well, that does it for news this evening. Once again, I'm Tyler Simonet, and from all of us here at Jcn News, have a wonderful evening, everyone.
This segment of the news has been brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.